Founder Formula 4. Elon Musk. Before Tesla, before SpaceX, before he would become the richest person on Earth, Elon Musk was just a kid with too many questions. But hidden inside those questions were the same habits that would later build rockets, electric cars, and companies people thought were impossible. This is not the story of one lucky idea. It's the formula behind how Elon became one of the most successful founders in the world. 5 ingredients, 1 founder formula. Let's build it. Ingredient 1. Learn faster than everyone else. Long before Elon Musk built companies, he built something far more valuable. His mind. As a child in South Africa, while other kids were outside playing, Elon was buried in books. Not just novels, but physics, engineering, science fiction, history, and entire encyclopedias. He would read for hours every single day. Adults often couldn't answer the questions he asked because he had already read the answers himself. People look at Elon today and assume he was born unusually intelligent. But intelligence wasn't his greatest advantage. His advantage was that he learned faster than almost everyone around him. Ingredient 2. Question assumptions everyone else accepts. Years later, Elon had one dream: send a small greenhouse to Mars. To do that, he needed a rocket. So he flew to Russia, hoping to buy one. The meetings were a disaster. The rockets were incredibly expensive. Most people would have accepted the answer: that's just what rockets cost. But on the flight home, Elon opened a spreadsheet. He listed every material inside a rocket. Then he compared the cost of those materials to the final selling price. The difference was enormous. Instead of asking, where can I buy a cheaper rocket, he asked, why are rockets expensive in the first place? That single question completely changed his future. Instead of buying rockets, he decided to build them. And SpaceX was born. Because founders don't just solve problems. They question the rules everyone else follows. Ingredient 3. Own the hard parts. Once SpaceX was up and running, Elon faced another decision. Nearly every aerospace company outsourced huge portions of their rockets. It was cheaper, safer, normal. Elon did the opposite. He wanted SpaceX to build as much as possible themselves. It was harder. It slowed them down at first. People thought it was a mistake. But every part they built themselves taught them something. Every failure became knowledge. Instead of depending on suppliers, they depended on themselves. Over time, that became one of SpaceX's greatest competitive advantages. Because when you own the bottleneck, you control your future. Ingredient 4. Earn your knowledge. When Elon interviewed engineers, he rarely cared about polished resumes. Instead, he'd ask one question: tell me about the hardest problem you've ever solved. Then he wouldn't stop there. He would keep asking questions. Why did you do that? What happened next? Why didn't you choose another approach? How did you fix it? People who had actually solved the problem remembered everything. People exaggerating someone else's work always ran out of answers. Elon wasn't testing intelligence. He was testing ownership. Because people who build something never forget how they built it. Because real builders understand every detail behind their success. Ingredient 5. Endure long enough to reach the next launch. Then came 2008. The year everything almost fell apart. SpaceX had already failed 3 launches. Money was disappearing. Investors were losing confidence. Employees wondered if the company was finished. There was only enough money left for one final launch. If this rocket failed, SpaceX would almost certainly die. Imagine carrying that pressure. Years of work. Thousands of people's dreams. Everything resting on a single launch. The countdown began. The rocket lifted off. Stage separation. Orbit achieved. History remembers SpaceX as an incredible success story. Almost nobody remembers how close it came to disappearing forever. Because sometimes the difference between failure and history is simply getting one more chance. The founder formula now put all 5 ingredients together. Learn faster than everyone else. Question assumptions everyone else accepts. Own the hard parts. Earn your knowledge. Endure long enough to reach the next launch. That's the founder formula. Not one brilliant idea. Not one lucky break. But a set of habits that compound over years until impossible ideas start becoming reality. Because great founders aren't remembered for a single moment. They're remembered for the formula they built long before the world was watching.